Oh, I just wanted to come on because I, j- y'all know I've been trying to be on my best behavior, right? Um, Hold on a second. Somebody just text me. Hold on, guys. I'm almost done. When I end this live. Okay. Hey guys. So, y'all know I've been trying to be on my best behavior, okay? Like, I'm really trying to be positive in 2025. Last year, I really tried to be positive. I only had a couple of slip ups and relapses back into my gossip era. But I saw that our queen, JK, is crashing out over on her community tab about her prison time. And so, I wanted to talk about how do you guys share, for those of you guys that have been to prison, how do you share your prison time when you are sharing, your prison time? How do you share it? Do you, what I do is, and I'm pretty sure other felons do the same thing, is we count the total amount of time that we served behind bars, like in the prison. Okay. Now, I went to county jail for 3 months, and then I was inside the prison for 6.5. So I was locked up for a total of 9.5 months. Okay. I have rounded up before when telling story times and said 1 year because 9.5 months is close to a year. But I realize I should probably just say 9.5 months. So I say 9.5 months. I don't ever want it to seem like I am trying to exaggerate the time that I served because honestly, it's not cool to go to prison, right? How do you count your time served? And the thing about it is, you see how easy it was for me to just say that I have rounded up and said 1 year before, but it was 9.5 months. I was a short timer. I went to prison on a probation violation. I wasn't going there because I was sentenced to prison. I was sentenced to probation and I fucked up my probation. I failed, and that's why I got sent to prison because I sent to prison on a revocation. So imagine how funny it is to watch a larger creator who has been exposed for lying about their prison time sit online and still tell people they served 5 years when they did a little over 300 days in the Arkansas Department of Corrections. Okay, it's literally in black and white. It's literally on your paperwork. And then the other paperwork from the state that you're claiming you did 1 to 3 in says you only were on PINS probation, which is probation for minors, okay, juveniles. Imagine how easy it would be to just say, instead of saying the time I was locked up behind bars, I said my sentence because I thought it was cool that I was sentenced to 5 years. Because there's all different times that you've said. You've said 5 years in some interviews, 6 years in some interviews, 3 years in some interviews. There's literal, like, typed up interviews of you being interviewed by places online and you telling them different amounts of time. I think when you went on Montel, you said 2.5 years. It's like, girl, they pulled your paperwork. They pulled your black and white paperwork, physical. Okay. That's it. That's all. Okay. You did what I think it's 357 days in the ADC. Just say that. Just be like, y'all, I fucked up. I was rounding up my time. What is so hard to admit that you misspoke? It's really not that hard. It's so crazy to me that years later, you are still trying to tell people that you did 5, 6 years in prison. Bitch, you didn't even serve, you served like a couple days over a year. That's what you served. Just be honest. Like, what is the problem, bro? Like, it's it is so wild. I can't believe it. I am dumbfounded. Dumbfounded. Okay? And then to prove that she did 5 years, she posts a clip from Jubilee. Like they're a dependable source. Y'all, please, down in the comment section, I'm going to leave this video up. Let me know, when you are a felon, how do you tell your time that you served? I'm almost positive that every felon I've ever come in contact with, okay? And I understand telling story times and rounding up to the nearest tenth, okay? We're story time YouTubers. So with JK, I would have imagined her, since she did 357 days in ADC, that's where she served her sentence in the jail, in the prison. I would imagine her saying she did a year and a couple months. That's what I would have imagined her rounding up to. Or I would imagine her saying, I did a little over a year. But see, it doesn't hit the same when you say I did a little over a year or when you say I did 5 years. Okay? It don't hit the same. Okay, and let me remind everybody that this girl literally took Jason Forrester's stories from his federal prison that he was locked up for 10 years and shopped them onto YouTube as her own and told y'all she was working for the cartel and all kinds of crazy ass story times, and y'all believe that shit. Okay? This person was a person who struggled with addiction. This person was a person who used substances. This person was not some big time dealer freaking running the states, you know what I mean? Running Arkansas, running New York, and all this stuff. It's just like, honestly, I cannot believe that you're still doing this. Just be honest. It's not even that hard, girl. It's all in black and white. It's not like it'd be different if people didn't pull your paperwork, okay? It literally says in black and white that you were on PIN's probation in New York, okay? And it literally says in black and white that you did 357 days in Arkansas Department of Corrections. All right? So, just keep it real. I know it don't hit the same when you say I did a little over a year opposed to 5 years, but it is what it is. People would have a lot more respect for you if you just be fucking honest. And that's why you're still, what is it, 3 years later after all this drama? That's why you're still getting comments that tell you you're a big fat fucking liar. Because you're a big fat fucking liar. Bye.